Well, good afternoon. We're sitting here at the General Convention. I just met Rosine Carter from the Diocese of West Texas. And the question for you, Rosine, is what is your mission story? How did you get into it? What does it mean to you? What kind of things do you do? Over to you, Rosine.
Okay. Well, I got into it through our, at the time, mission director, Betty Chumney. And she's a formidable little woman that you can't say no to. I've known her most of my life. And she kind of lured me. She got me started working in the mission department. And the next thing I knew, I was invited on a mission trip to explore the Diocese of Southeast Mexico. So my husband and I went and explored 9 days, traveling throughout Southeast Mexico with the Bishop of Southeast Mexico, then Benito Martinez Suarez.
How many years ago was this?
It was 2009.
So that's 15 years ago.
15 years ago. I hadn't put a number to it, but yes. And one of the villages we visited, and it's on the border of Veracruz and Oaxaca, across the road's Oaxaca, was the village of Arroyo Zacate. And when my husband and I walked in the church, we fell in love with the people. And at the end of our trip, went back to our congregation and said, we need to do something here. Well, we're from a very small congregation. And at the time,
what's the name of your congregation?
Annunciation, Luling, Texas. And at the time, we were the youngest members of our congregation. We were in our 40s. So a lot of our congregation couldn't go, but they sent us, they prayed for us, and we went. And we began inviting other churches to go with us. And working with them. They had several programs, some from ERD going. They had a struggling bakery going, and one of the needs they had was they had a corn grinder that they used the entire village. They ground corn for them, but it was broken. So we gave them some money. They got a new one, and we went down there and really started visiting with them, not telling them what they needed. We visited with them on what they wanted and what they needed. Fast forward a few years, they have a water well now. Actually, they own the well and pipe the water to the church. At the church, they have a water purification system where they sell purified water in their community of about 675. Actually, they ran the commercial entity out. Still cheaper, but ran them out. They now have a bakery where they sell baked goods in the community, and the corn mill also makes money.
Whoa.
So the church, I went down one year thinking I was going to visit with them about stewardship, about them giving back to the church. And in visiting with these people, I realized I was speaking to the choir. The women of the church, because in their bakery and in their water program and in their corn mill, they have it set up where a third goes to the participant, a third stays in the business, and a third goes to the church. They were already giving. They had refinished all the pews in the church. They had painted the church. Actually, every few years when I go, it's a different color, but that's another story. They pay a portion of their priest's salary now. So they're becoming self-sustaining. And it's one of the few rural churches in that diocese that is almost completely self-sustaining.
So what has this done for you, Rosine?
What has it done for me? It's made me look at the world with different eyes.
How so?
I don't feel sorry for people anymore.
Oh,
I I feel like maybe I can help them find what they can do in the world. It's made me realize I can do a lot more. I can use my skills. I don't try to impose my Western values on another country or my values on someone else. I try to help them grow their own. I just think because what works here doesn't work there. And so I don't know. I just see the world differently now. And I see Christ more in so many ways. I mean, I see people that were so happy where they were, and they're even happier now because they did it for themselves. We didn't do it for them. We may have given them a little money along the way, but we only gave them money to help them realize their dream. They contributed over half of the money for any project we helped them. They now have a clinic in that village. We helped some, but the clinic started in the rectory.
whoa.
And now it's down the street, its own building, its own entity, but it serves the 13 communities around this little community of 675. I'm still in touch with them. I haven't been in a while, but I still get reports and I still share things with them. So, and now actually our church is working with the Cheyenne Arapaho Nation, starting to see what we can do with them, starting conversations.
Rosine, your story is inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing it.
Well,
I
thank
think
you.
people around the church are also going to be inspired by it.
I hope so.
Thank you so much, and God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.